All right, so I'm a sales nerd. I research, I read books from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And the question I get asked a lot is, Todd, you've got to have an opinion on where the sales profession's going. Like, what's your prediction? And it really starts with four words, right? Buyers know more nowadays. Well, you see posts about it, people talking about it. Well, you know what's interesting about those four words? They were actually four words that were written in a book called Salesmanship by Thomas Herbert Russell in 1912. So, 110 years ago, there was this concern that the proliferation of information was going to make it really hard on the sales profession. It was going to put pressure on it and maybe reduce the need for it. And what happened? Profession flourished, right? Fast forward to 2015. Forrester, in their annual report on the kind of the state of sales, predicted that by 2020, so 5 years after that, 1 million B2B sales jobs would be eliminated because of the proliferation of not only information, but the means by which buyers could buy via e-commerce. And what happened? The opposite happened. When I think about the future of sales, I think it has so little to do with the proliferation of information because more information has actually made it harder on buyers, not easier, right? The more information you have to sift through and try to figure out, is that going to be helpful? Remember this. We, as human beings, we buy not when we're convinced, but when we can predict. All right? Think about that. When we're convinced, we might buy, but we're probably not going to be happy about it. But when we can make a prediction, is the juice going to be worth the squeeze? Is the investment in my time and my resources and my dollars going to be worth it, and worth it versus the other ways that I could spend my time, resources, and money? So when I look at the future of sales, I think about it through this lens. The biggest change between now and back then was the way that we do deals. This as a service environment, software as a service, product as a service. All of that means that the transaction is not the end, it is the beginning. I believe that all signs are pointing to, how do we become more of an asset to our buyer instead of a necessary evil? Through this idea that we become the Sherpa for them. We do the homework for them. We bring both the pros and the cons and help them reach a decision on whether or not this is the right solution for them, whether it's with us or with somebody else, or even recommending they do nothing. We do the homework. We bring it. I think all signs are pointing to that, because your profitability doesn't happen in 1 year. It happens over time in this as a service environment. And that has changed everything, right? The relationship matters so much more than the sale. Remember, more information has made it harder on buyers, not easier. And if we look at it through that lens, through an empathetic lens where we're helping the buyer sift through the information, do their homework, we end up shrinking sales cycles, winning faster, qualifying in better, qualifying out better the deals we're going to lose anyway. And I think the magic in all this is you've got an opportunity to differentiate in the way that you sell, because there's not a whole lot of people thinking this way. So what do you think? Give that a thought. And I would love to hear your feedback on it, because I believe the future of sales is really, really bright if we think about it the right way. Thanks.